Howdy ho, guys and gals. Welcome back to Den Tools. Today is Monday, July 21st. We got big changes in the den. I'll tell you about it. It's one of the reasons why things are looking slightly different. It's taking a little bit longer, but we'll save that to the end. Anyway, we got a ton of hot deals. Let's jump into them for you. First off, we got the X-Tool D7 bidirectional OBD2 scanner. Now remember, I keep telling you, if you want to do real kind of scanning, real diagnostics, you got to have bidirectional. Now the average, shade tree mechanic doesn't need that, but if you want to step it up to that next level, and this is actually at that value pro kind of level. Now $419 is the list price, and a lot of people are going to miss this deal because it doesn't say anything about the savings or anything right here, but you have to go right here and look at that. Down here, redeem and buy anyone and get the $335.20. That's $335.20 price there. So just click on that, and now you're getting it for $335. All right. So let's keep going. Next item is the Work Pro 3-pack folding utility knife set. As you know, I'm a huge fan of these knives. They're so useful. I mean, and they're so lightweight, and they slip in your pocket. You actually forget they're there. And the nice thing is, because they're stainless steel, they will go through the wash because you will forget they're there. But that said, they'll be just fine. All right, $15.29 for the 3-pack on them. And remember, these aren't the old ones. These are the new quick flipper kind of. It's got the little button there. You press the button, it flips open. So single hand deploy on that. And then next up, we got the Work Pro hot glue gun, 7.2 volts, rechargeable. Now you can get it in the traditional color. If you want to go and get it in this color, you can do that. But if you get it in the pink, you can get a 15% off coupon on top of that. And that's going to take, what was that, about $5 off of that. That's a pretty good price right there. All right, then we got the CRST 6 outlet metal heavy duty power strip with individual switches. I use a strip just like this in my shop, and I love it because I use it for chargers, all right? For the different power tool brands I have a different charger set up on each one. So I can turn each charger on and off. When it's done charging, I can just turn that charger off. I don't necessarily have to take the battery out of it now. And then I don't have to worry about fires and stuff like that or any kind of safety issues involved with leaving chargers plugged in. I can leave them all plugged in. I can turn the whole strip off when I leave. I can turn on the ones I want to charge when I want it. There's lots of other similar uses that you could do. This is a great setup for that, all right? So this is coming in at $29.99. That's the list price. But you could do, $5 off with the coupon. Now let's keep going. My favorite headlamp of all the headlamps, and yes, I know I still owe you a video on that, but this is the rechargeable headlamp. Now the base one, the 5,000 milliamp, it's coming in still at $32, but the big boy here, the 7,500 milliamp, it's on sale 18% off, almost the same price, down to $36.99 for getting half again the size of battery on it. This is without a doubt the best headlamp out there. Absolutely love it. Now let's keep going. We got the roll-up tool bag. For some people, you're not a tool bag kind of person. For those of you who are, check this out. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Was it 4 compartments on this? Rolls up, locks nice and neat there. It's got the carry strap as well. 27-pound capacity. It's 15% off, coming down to $30.59. Next up, we got the propane torch here. Yeah, I know it says it's a cooking item. Just because it says it's for something doesn't mean it can't be used for something else. And there's a lot of uses around the shop for torches and stuff like this. This thing's coming in 5% off, lowest price in 30 days for $22.79. Then let's see, we got next up, if I can move it over here. Here we go. Next up, we've got the rechargeable LED work light. This is great as a work light, a camping light, a task light. It comes off the stand. You can use it with the stand. It has a carrying bag. All that. It's normally $55. There is a not 10, not 20, not 30, 40% off coupon on that. That is huge. All right. Next up, we've got the Fomimo. Okay, I can't pronounce it. Anyway, it's the typical kind of cordless Bluetooth style label maker, and you attach it to your phone. You don't attach, okay? You connect via Bluetooth to your phone, and you can make also, yeah, some kids sitting there in class. I hate these Photoshop photos. Anyway, fact is, you connect to your phone via Bluetooth, and then you can send all sorts of stuff, and it's not just pictures, or it's not just words. You can add pictures and other stuff to it. So there's all sorts of things you can do with these, and they're coming in here. This one's listed at $24. But check this out. If you want the white version of it, same thing, D30, D30, it's coming in at 18. It's $19. Call it what it is. $19 on that. All right, then we got the Wolfbox 2000 amp jump starter. This is, as I talked about before, this is one of the best kind of just all-around jump starters. As I said, I've used it to jump start my diesel when it was slightly low. I've tried it when it was flat, and that wasn't happening, all right? So it can, with an asterisk, mid-sized trucks, cars, that kind of stuff, I think it'll do just fine. At 80 bucks, that is a price you should consider on this. One of the best made jump starters out there. Then we got the Duratec extra long anti-slip ratcheting wrench set here. This is not the flex head one we've talked about before. This is just the straight wrench on it, but it's got the anti-slip. Very similar to what we see over there on the Craftsman Overdrive and stuff like that. Very, very similar. Comes with the roll-up bag. You're getting 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Everything but the 11 for $55.99. That's 10% off a list. Next up, we got the Duratec crow's foot wrenches. I keep telling people, they're kind of get out of jail free cards, right? Because you get into that one task, and my son, just this past, he was working on the truck, and he's like, Dad, I got to torque these down, but I can't get in there to torque it. What would I use? I'm like, that's where you use a crowfoot. This is, and I've told him about this, and we're talking about Duncan here, not Griffin. So Duncan should know better. And he's ended up using the crowfoot for just tons of jobs in that engine, because there's just so many places where you want to get in, but you can't get, you can't get the box in, you can't get a regular, and if you need to torque it, this is the only thing that's going to do it. And might as well have a set for when you need it. This is the metric set here, and it's got a $12 off coupon on it, guys. Has the tray. Is it the professional level tool? No, this is the average DIYer tool. But with that $12 off coupon, I don't know, might as well grab it. All right, then we got to talk about a little bit about security. The Eufy Cam, this is their 2K. I know I talk a lot about the 4K cameras, but not everything needs a 4K. And if you're just looking for a little 2K camera with the solar built in, so you don't need to connect it to anything. You don't need power. You don't need Ethernet. You don't need none of that. It can work with home base. 2.4 gigahertz outdoor surveillance for $66.48. And I got to tell you, my cameras just saved me. I had a folding table in the back of my pickup truck. My wife had thrown in there, and it was sitting at an angle. And I came back one day and I looked, and it was gone. And I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody stole the table. I can't believe somebody stole the table in my town. Unreal. So I went and I pulled up the camera app, and I'm going through it. And I'm like, table here, no table here. All right, I know the timeline. I zoom in. The wind blew it over and it fell down flat, still in my truck. I'm just an idiot. All right, anyway, but at least I found my table. All right, DeWalt Shop Vacuum. All right, this is your This is your small portable wet dry vac, and DeWalt makes an excellent one. Or I should say Alton makes an excellent one, because DeWalt doesn't actually make these. ALTON, look it up, guys. $135.99, that's 30% off. This works with and I think this is the hybrid one, 20 volt max. I think it also has corded as well, so you can do either or on it. That's what's really nice about these. So 136 on that one. Let's keep going. We got the DeWalt 24 max bare tool. This is a nice one. This is normally $280 price tag on this. It's 7.25 inch, right facing traditional XR. That's the top of the line brushless. This is the DCS 570B. Just a pro level circ saw on sale, bare tool for $199, $200. And then if you want the full kit, we got the full kit here. This is the 590 WW1. So you're getting, we talked about this one before, you're getting the battery, the charger, and the bag on this. So basically, $200 for this, or for $100, you get the battery, the charger, and the bag. It's hard not to upgrade. Now, I don't know how you wouldn't upgrade to that. All right. 570 versus the 590. Yeah, I'd probably do it. Anyway, the DeWalt ratchet, one of the best cordless ratchets out there. This is the 20 volt max XR sealed head with the interchangeable anvil. All right. So it's 3/8 and 1/2 inch, has it all. That is something there for $188.25. Let's keep going. We got the CC. We've talked about them. One of the sleeper brands on Amazon. This is their 21 volt, 20 volt, but it's coming in. It's a jigsaw with 2 batteries bag, some of the blades there. It's a nice DIYer level jigsaw for $70, and there's a $5 off coupon on top of that. All right, then if you want to buy it for life tool, here's your corded Bosch 120 volt top handle jigsaw, just like the one that Grandpa drove. 6.5 amp coming in at $95, 31% off, down for $139. All right, then we got the Hodo electric screwdriver. We got a couple Hodo items you got to look at. 30% off. You get all the bits, the case, the electric screwdriver. It charges off a USB-C. It's got 3 torque settings, 1500 milliamp battery with the LED built in, all of that, 30% off, taking it down to $42. Then we've got this one. We've talked about this before. This is the Hodo rotary tool, but we haven't, look at that sale price, 59% off, $35 on that. That is cheaper than most of the Amazon no-name rotary tools. So now you're getting a known brand in cordless with the designer features. Great little, birthday gift, graduation gift, if you're a little late on graduation, just any time gift, coming in at $34, $35. That is a great deal. All right, then we got the Duratech. Of course, another one of the Great Star brands. They're coming out with their new 20-volt line. They're really fleshing it out here. We got the multi-tool with the quick change with a bunch of blades. We got the side handle on it. Not something you see a lot on multi-tools. Actually, I kind of dig it. Coming in at $68. That's 15% below list. All right, then we got the Craftsman ratchet here. Now, I got to say, I was hoping to show the skill ratchet because my son and I, we've been working back and forth between the Hercules 12-volt ratchet and the Skill 12-volt ratchet. And the Skill is this kind of format, and the Hercules is more like the Milwaukee style format. I got to say, I really like the switch, these kind of like traditional paddle switches. I like it a lot better than the new 12-volt. It's similar. It doesn't have the same feel. I like these better. I like the form factor on the Hercules. I wish I had this switch. Anyway, you're looking at 6554 bare tool on this one. Then we got the Craftsman V20 RP. That means it's the top of the line brushless in the Craftsman line. 3/8 drive bare tool. Bare tool for $103.20. Then let's keep going. If you're a DeWalt guy and you got those DeWalt batteries, or maybe you got the Whately batteries, check this out. This is your soldering iron. It snaps right on top. But you know what? We got you covered even if you're in Milwaukee or in Makita Blue. All those $28, $29.90. You gotta pay that Milwaukee tax. Anyway, if you're looking for a little generic kind of, just throw it in there for, giggles, kind of soldering iron, for $28, that's something you might want to consider. Then we have one of my favorite corded recip saws. And yes, I was a Milwaukee guy for years and years and years. Absolutely loved it. I tried one of these. I don't think I'd go back. The Skill 15 amp heavy duty recip saw, corded, again, a buy it for life kind of tool, coming in at $147.79. Then we've got the Skill 20 volt brushless corded, I think it's the brushless. Wait, is this? Yeah, there we go. Brushless. The brushless detail sander coming with the battery, a 4 amp hour battery and charger. It's normally $170. It's on sale right now for $99.99. All right, then we got, if you've been jealous of Festool and Bosch and Milwaukee for having those assembly drivers, you are jealous no more, because Skill's got you covered. And we've talked about this one before, but at $134, 10% off a list, you're getting the full kit. You're getting the battery, the charger, the 4 adapters. You got the offset, you got the right angle, you got the chuck, you got the hex adapter, all of that ready to go, and you can have it in the Skill line. That's pretty nice there. Coming in, and brushless to boot, coming in at $134.42. All right, then we got the Wera. I know we talk about the Wera Check Plus system a lot. And let me pull it out here. I think I've got it. I just had it. It was around here. I just had it. Oh, it's over there somewhere. I was installing something. Anyway, it's about yay long. This is half that size. It's also almost half that price. So if you're looking for something that's not quite as cumbersome or as big as the Check Plus, this is the basic tool check. You're still getting the ratchet, you're still getting the screwdriver handle, you're getting 4 sockets, you're getting a bunch of bits, all of that, coming in at $57.32. Now this is the metric set. If you want the Imperial set, you're still getting basically the same thing, just in Imperial. It's coming in at $53.25. All right, then my favorite screwdriver, the what do you call it? What is this thing called? I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, this is, and I'm just reaching for mine right now. I got the little drive in it because my other one is it's always on a tool. But that's the thing, is when you press this little button, it extends out, and you can take it out, or you can extend it, or you can make it short, or you can put another bit in it like I did with this one, make it into a stubby. You've got the pop-out handle right there with all your other bits. The form factor, it looks weird, but once it gets into your hand, you'll see how it fits perfectly and just wraps right in there. One of my favorite tools, coming in at $32.44. That's why I keep it in the drawer next to me. And you get the pouch with it. Now, do want to say this is sold by Escarid Trading. I have no idea who those folks are. So this isn't sold by Amazon. It does ship from Amazon, so it is going to ship. Amazon already has it, so it is going to ship. Just be aware that it's not a sold by Amazon situation. All right, then we got the Weehaw here. This is their little Altoids kind of tin here. You get the micro ratchet with all the bits, folds up nice and sleek there. It's coming in 25% off, down to $30. Then we got this. I haven't seen this one before. The Metric Pocket Star fold-up key with large ergonomic handle here. And let's see here, in relationship there, that does look like a decent size handle. I might have to order this because at $18, 7-piece key, large handle on it for $18. That seems like a pretty good set right there. All right, let's keep going. Then people who like the impact bit sets there from Weehaw, we got the 50-piece Max Tour set coming in 14% off. It's a limited time deal, 9% currently claimed. You'll have to jump on top of this, coming in at just under $30. All right, then we got the Klein hollow shaft nut driver set here, 1/4 inch to 9/16 inch cushion grips, 6-piece, made in the USA. I think it is. I thought it said, I'm pretty sure I looked at this before and said it was made in the USA. Somebody got upset with me. This is hilarious. I gotta share this. Somebody got upset with me because I was besmirching Texans for insinuating that some Klein tools aren't made in the US or in Texas. Brother, some aren't. No, I didn't make it happen. Don't get mad at me because not all their tools are USA made or Texan made, all right? Anyway, $40 on this set here, all right? Now, we got the Klein Tools electric test set here. This is the great, just perfect homeowner set, or if you're just like getting started working with electrical, you've got a plug tester, you've got a hot wire tester, non-contact, you got your basic multimeter, you have everything there you need to get started just to do stuff around the house and get your projects done. This, like every homeowner should have this. And at $40, 11% off the list, at under $40, it's pretty much a must-have. All right, then we got, okay, these are, I know, the made in the USA ones. The Klein tool, just the classic acetate handle with the rubber overmold. We got, and it's all slotted. I think it's all slotted. No, we got slotted Phillips in this one. You're looking at a 7-piece set made in the US, normally $50, normally $50, on sale with a coupon to take $12.49. Why they couldn't do $12.50? That 1 cent. They needed to keep that 1 cent. But $12.49 off, which is going to take this down to $35. Is my math right? $35 thereabouts? That's an insane deal. That is, again, kind of a must-have pickup there. Then we've got the Crescent Shear Cutter Mini Pliers set. So you got some snips and some micro pliers there. 2-piece set. It's coming in 14% off, down to $15. That's a nice little set there. I've had the snips. I've used the micro pliers before. Those are really useful. There's a lot of cases where those things, you're like, oh my gosh, thank goodness I have those. Then I got to talk about one of my favorite knives. It's the Crescent 3.5-inch harpoon blade. It's CPK 350. It's not the D2 steel, but it's pretty close. And at $15, at sub $15, that is just a great knife right there. I love the blade style on this. All right, then we got the Crescent Weiss 10-inch shears. These are go-to. In fact, I just used them this past weekend. We were installing a new washer-dryer combo, and just getting through packaging and stuff like that. This thing just made short work of it. Going through it had the cable ties and stuff on it, or wasn't cable. It's that nylon plastic strips. And usually, like, oh, they get brittle. You can break them with your hand. Not these. Broke out the scissors, went through the cardboard, all of it. Didn't even have time to break out our little electric cardboard cutter. It just ripped right through it all. It was great. And why are they at home? Because my wife stole them from me. Mrs., I know you got them. Anyway, $16. Don't show them to your wife because you will lose them. All right. She'll be like, these are better than my good scissors. All right. Anyway, then we've got Amazon Basics. I don't often recommend Amazon's Basics, but if you're looking for a little basic portable T-handle set here, it's got bits, it's got sockets. It's $13. $13.01. What is up with the 1 cent these days? Everyone's got to get their 1 cent in there. I don't know. Price is going up, I guess. $13.01 for the 27-piece T-handle set. Then we got the Knipex 3-piece Cobra plier set. This is the go-to. This is it, and it's normally $110. It's on sale for $10 off, taking it down to $99.78. And you may be like, man, that's not much of a savings. When it's Knipex, you get what you get, and you say thank you. All right, that is just be happy you got a savings on it. All right, it's Knipex. It's the top of the line. It's the goat. All right, and if you're on a budget, we got you covered too. We got the Craftsman 2-piece tongue of groove set here, 8 and 10 inch, coming in at $16. Don't call it Irwin. And Nico just coming after. Is it Titan? The ones that do this? Anyway, I've always liked those other sets. I like the heads on these. It looks like it's probably OEM from the same people. But look at this. You're getting a 3-piece set with the anodized aluminum handle. Now, the rest of the handle is, don't get me wrong, the most of the handle is steel. It's like a comfort grip, but it's aluminum, but it's anodized, so it's pretty and shiny, right? And you get the foam tray, $61.25 on that. All right, then we're going to talk about the fireproof safe money bags, all right? People are always talking to me about like, oh, that safe's not fire rated for, a volcano or something. Fine, that's great. You got an awesome safe. You spent 20 grand on a safe so you can hold, $5,000 worth of items. Good on you, all right? But for me, the average, what they call residential security cameras or cabinets, residential security cabinets, I can talk. They do just fine. And as a matter of fact, if you've got some silver and stuff to go in there, these are some of my silver Morgans. I've been on a tear recently. I've been buying a bunch of silver. I promised the wife we would replenish her stockpile of silver that she got rid of when we were buying her house in California. She sold all her silver to help get us more money for the down payment, get that interest rate down. And we've replaced that, but I kind of got a thing for these silver Morgans, and I've been buying a bunch of them through local auctions and stuff like that. So anyway, if you want something to help keep all your, whether you've got paper money or documents or that kind of stuff safe, throw it in a fireproof bag inside your cabinet, and that's going to be safe on top of safe. All right, we got the Weehaw Terminator. This is over at Lowe's. The Weehaw Terminator Blue 2-inch Phillips Square Torx Impact Bit Set for $4. $4. I've heard in store you might even be able to get it cheaper, but you can order for pickup. You get delivery. It says it'll deliver today. It's not delivered. Really, today? Wow, that's insane. But it says it can deliver today or ready for pickup within 3 hours. I'd probably order a few of those. And then we've also got, now you have to sign up and be a member. It doesn't cost anything to be a member. Just set up an account. And you're going to get $50 off the Cobalt 24-volt impact driver with the full kit. Charger, battery, and bag, and it's going to be $99 at that point. Need an extra battery? They've got the ultimate output 4 amp hour battery. Again, you want to be a member. It's going to knock $30 off of the price on that. Offer applied in cart. You got to sign up, all right? Then we've also got the Ego Power Loads 56-volt split shaft string trimmer full kit. This is getting the battery, the charger, the tool, all of that for $219. You're saving $30 on this one. All right, now this one is, I go back and forth on it. It's basically the same size as the Yukon cabinet. And I'm looking over here because my full screen's over there. And it's 46.1, 37 0.2, 18 inches deep. It does have the USB or the power strip. I don't know if it's got USB in it. Let me see here. Yeah, it's got 2 USB and 1, 2, 3, 4 120s. And it's got the cord. I mean, and that's nice. I like it. I use it on any of the carts and stuff I have that have those built in. I end up using them. Especially great if you're going to like set up a tool station on top of it, like a bench sander or a miter saw or something like that. That's a great setup for this. Is it worth $100 more for the different paint job and the power strip? Now you can get it in the other colors, but they're not on, not all of them are on sale. White is on sale, and this one's on sale. All the other colors are full price at $500. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. Do you think that's a good deal? All right, then over at Harbor Freight, I'm sure you've all seen this, but yes, the deals of the day are here. First day, we got a double deal. The Daytona 3-ton low profile with rapid pump. It's normally $200. It's $100 off. Those things are going to be flying out the doors. Sorry, I would have gotten this sooner to you, but as I said, I'm having issues, and we'll talk about it at the end. And then we've got the light. I have that light, bought it myself. Absolutely great light. $40, that's ridiculous. And tomorrow, Apache cases 40% off. People are going to lose their minds about that one. All right, then we've got over at Menards. Remember, you save big money when you shop Menards. We've got the hidden dictionary safe coming in at $7. We've got the Mud Daddy pet washer, and I'm guessing you can modify it for all sorts of stuff. It's coming in at $20. Kind of perfect to go along with that. We got the 5-in-1 multi-function cleaning brush. It's at 99 cents. 99 cents. Then we got the Little Giant Smart Step for $60. It's not even a full-size ladder. It's a micro ladder. 300-pound capacity, though. It does all the fun stuff. Not a bad deal there for that price. All right, then we got Formax. We got the 10-pack quarter-inch for $4.99, and we got the 6-pack for $4.99. Why would you get this? They look the same. Am I missing some in-cut? Oh, okay, this one's bimetal. My bad, bimetal on this one. These were sent in by viewers. People are asking, like, why don't you cover Northern Tool or some of these other stores? They're not in my area, and I can't really go into the store and get a feel for what's going on and how things change day to day. So I rely on viewers for stuff like Menards. If you want to send in deals that you find at Northern Tool or any of those other places, happy to relay them to people. Just got to email me. Wait until Friday, all right? Maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because if you email them to me today or Tuesday or Wednesday, the deal will expire by the next Deals of the Week show. So just wait on that one. Remember, my email is down below in the video details, as are all the links. Then we got over here a couple bonus items, or 3 bonus items. We got the Champion Power Equipment. This is inverter, open frame inverter generator. So it's not super quiet, but it's quieter than most. 9,000 watts for $997.25. That's 21% off. That's a lot of power for that, especially in that perfect sine wave there. Then we've got the A-Free. I got to tell you, the price war seems to be cooling off. If you've been wanting to grab one of these, at this price, 2,400 watt output, 2,048. It's a 2K box, tons of ports on it. It's got the app included. For $639, it's still a pretty good deal, folks. And last but not least, I want to talk about this light bar that I got recently. Now, I got this version right here, and they're not on sale, but compared to how much the other ones cost. And let me see if I can pivot the camera over here so you can actually see it. There's the light bar right there. All right, not trying to make anyone nauseous, but what it does is it casts the light straight down on your desk. It isn't in your face, and it doesn't reflect against your screen. It's perfectly designed that it's just a strip of light right where you want it. And you can change the heat on it, like how warm or cool it is, and the brightness. Now mine has this little, let me pull this up here. I bought the more expensive version, and I don't think I should have. Let me see here. So I got this. This comes with this little hockey puck here. And it's cool and all. I can spin the top, and it will change the temperature of it. You're supposed to be able to spin the side. A little congestion there. Spin the side and change the brightness. But this thing's so light on my desk, when I spin it, the whole thing moves. and it doesn't give a good, it doesn't work right. I would just get the cheaper version here for 40 bucks. I think that's the better option there. What do you all think? Anyway, that's all the deals we got. I'm rolling away in my chair. That's all the deals I got this week. So here's what happened. I got a wild hair up my you-know-what, and I was getting to the point, my old computer's 3 years old, and in this game, you kind of have to have newer computers to stay up with the processing power for all the videos and stuff that we make. And I bought a Mac. I am 56 years old. I have been using DOS and Windows since they came out. All right, I was certified MCSE, also CCNA, a bunch of other certifications. I used to build networks for a while. I often describe it as with low voltage electrical, because mostly what we did was running the wire and setting up Wi-Fi antenna masts and stuff like that. And I built networks across the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. And but then I also got into doing the servers and the routers and stuff like that. So I know computers, but I know it from mostly the Windows side. And switching to Mac has been difficult. I tried one. What I did was I picked up a Mac Mini, and I got it for like $175. And the speed at which an M1 Mac Mini can handle DaVinci, which is what I use for editing, was insane. I'm like, that's it. I'm buying one. I bought a Mac Mini M4 Pro, and it's a great piece of equipment. It really is. But as somebody who's just like dyed in the wool Windows DOS, there's so many things I go to do, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't work. And there's so much of my equipment where I'm like, that doesn't work. Like right now, my studio lights I can normally control from this little Stream Deck thing. Nope, they're not working. There's a lot of other stuff we're going to figure out. So I apologize for everything being late, and that's why this video took a little bit longer. And it's probably going to be a while as we slide into this and figure out how this all works, because now I got to edit this video after this. So pray for me. Anyway, if you get to see this video today, then you know I did it. So anyway, you all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.